This one is probably going to offend some people, but I do feel like this is one of the most important things that I can talk about. In society, we've got cigarettes, we've got alcohol, we've got all these things that destroy our body from the inside out that are physical actions we take. But there's something that I feel like is even worse, if not the worst thing for society, and that would be the news. The news basically destroys our brain from the inside out and feeds us a constant form of negativity, stress, anxiety, tells us that this world is an awful place to be in, and we just accept it and take it, and we watch it for hours a day, and we just accept that everything we're being told is true. My name's Stephen Taylor, and this is my channel where I share anything and everything I'm doing to help improve my life, and throughout the course of that, I'm sharing that with you so I can inspire and help as many people as possible. Today I'm sharing my journey about why I completely cut the news out of my life, why my life has been better because of it, and also too why I think it's such a terrible thing for society. I remember growing up and I would always see the news on the TV first thing in the morning before my parents went off to work. A lot of parents and a lot of people seem like this is the case. They start their day with something like that, and then they go off to work and the news is probably on the TV, the news is on the radio, they've got their newspaper, and there's so many different forms and so many different ways in which we consume the news. Along the way, around high school, I started realizing that the news was actually stressing me out, and I wasn't really getting much out of it, and it seemed like a lot of the stuff that I was being told was not exactly the truth. So I started questioning it, and then I stopped watching it more and more over time. And then eventually I realized that the news is only a source of negativity. Like, it's just straight negativity and depression, and everything is wrong in the world, and there's just so many problems, and everything is just terrible. So when I had this realization, I pulled back and I stopped watching it. And when I pulled back and stopped watching it, I realized I was way happier than I usually was. And anything that I was missing in the news, I would hear from someone somewhere. So instead of spending all that time just watching and consuming and just watching the news basically like it's sports, waiting for the next play-by-play, I would just wait until I heard the headline. And I'm up to date and I know what I need to know. When you really break down what the news is, we're being fed this constant drip of cortisol and negativity and stress. And we're being told that the world is just this terrible place to be in. And this person said that, or that person said that. Whichever puppet is talking at the time, they're basically the ones that have control and power over whatever's going on. And as soon as one story ends, another story starts. And all the way back throughout history, there's always something going on. There's always something major that's happening. So you keep watching this all the time. You're consuming this negativity. And then every now and then they might drop in a little blooper about how a 5-legged dog just got discovered and everyone's so happy about it, and then all of a sudden the next frame they get right back into the breaking news and the negativity. So you've obviously got the two sides. You've got people that think that Fox News is better than CNN. You've got people that think that their news outlet is the superior news outlet. They think that some of it makes a difference, but honestly, if you look at who owns these companies, it's about at least 6 companies that own 90% or more of all of the media we're consuming, ingesting, and listening to on a regular basis. They divide us and they make us think that one side is better than the other. We consume it, we ingest it, we keep on taking it in, and then we're convinced that we're more superior than the other. But we're all humans and we're all in this together. And honestly, most importantly, everything that's happening on the news is not anything that we can change. It's stuff that's out of our hands, it's stuff that we can't do anything about. So if we take that into consideration, it's just a total waste of time. It's really nothing more than watching a reality TV show, except it's being played on the main stage of the world. So when you start taking the news out of the question and you open up all this time and all this energy to start consuming a different type of media or a different type of information, world, life, everything is just so much better. The world is a beautiful place. There's a lot of beautiful things here. And if you choose to focus on what's negative, you're going to get more of what's negative. If you choose to focus on what's positive, life is going to be very positive and very beautiful. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, and stay tuned for tomorrow's video.